Today I'm going to work on the last 3 prompts for Junk Journal January 2025. Reveal, fabric and letter. Hi, I'm Susanne from Susie's Journal Adventure and welcome to a new adventure in and with my journals. So let's dive right in and work on the prompt reveal. So if you've missed the videos of this series that I made for Junk Journal January, I have a whole playlist and I will of course link it down below in the description box for you. So if you're interested, have fun watching them. And today, as I've already said, this is going to be the last video for this series. So let's look for a page that I want to use for reveal. I think I already had the idea to use this envelope because of course I can put something in here and then it is revealed when you pull it out. And I have this pocket here on the last page of my journal and I still have some scraps here and I think a tag. Yes, and I will use this one. I think this fits size-wise into the envelope here. Yes, this is perfect. So I will put some colors on this tag, of course. Oh, and by the way, this is or was the motto for my journal for Junk Journal January. Keep it simple, and I really tried my best to stick to this motto so that I kept the motivation to create consistently throughout the whole month. I recently bought these Distress Oxide sprays and I really love these colors. This is Twisted Citron, Mustard Seed and Picked Raspberry, and I will try to keep it simple and I will just spray some of these on my white tag. So in this case I will not wait until it is dry. Let's just experiment a little bit and see how the color behaves. So this paper is going to warp, of course, because this is not a thick paper. This is, I guess, normal. Oh, well, it is maybe 100 GSM paper, not very thick. Maybe 120. So before I add the pink, I want to dry this now. So it's nearly dry and I will dab my paper towel in here so that I can take off the rest of the wet medium. So I will go on and add some more layers here. I think I want to have more of this yellow here. Yes. And before I add the pink now, I want to spritz some water to get a nice oxidation. I just take this nozzle here. I hope this will work. I'm too lazy to grab my brushes. Of course, this is not going to work. Oh yes. So let's see how it looks like when we spritz it directly. I will again take off some of the medium with my paper towel. Ooh, I love it. I will spread some more water. And now let's go in with this pink. This is the first time that I use this, so I'm really excited how this color will turn out. Ooh, can you see that? Oh, I already love this. Oh, this was too much. No, it was not too much. I love it. So I'm excited how this will look in the end, because of course it will activate some of the layers underneath, because these colors, these oxide sprays, are of course water soluble. So this is going to change a little bit until it is dry. I love it. I also want to use this spray stain peacock feathers, and I'm just applying some splatters here. Okay, I think this is enough. So I want to keep it simple, so I don't want to use any other mediums here like acrylic paints or watercolors or something like this. I have these ticket things here laying on my desk. I made these tickets out of the papers that I dyed with the bubble technique that I showed you in one of my last videos for this series. I will link this video down below in the description box as well. It's basically the technique where you get papers like these here with these fun bubbles, and I just cut down some of the papers that I made and stamped on it and did this ticket shape here. And I have these laying here, as I've already said, and I think I'm going to attach one of these here. I will later on just sew around the tag, and by sewing around I will attach it here. So I think I won't glue this down. And of course I want to have a tag topper. And I have this lace here and these leftover pieces, but I think this is too much. I have the letters here and then I have something written here. I don't like this combination, so I think I will stick to this lace, and I will cut this a little bit down, or let's see if I can tear it. Yes. And I also have this piece of fabric here. So let's see if I can put it here. No, maybe here. Yes, that's better. I have this mess of thread from my sewing machine. By the way, my sewing machine is repaired and she works just perfect. No, this is too much. This is like a crazy haircut here. Ooh. So how about this? Do we like it? I don't know. Maybe underneath the lace? No. I think this is the focal point, so I don't want to add anything here. This is enough for the tag topper, but maybe this is great here underneath as well. That's beautiful, isn't it? So I will just take this to my sewing machine and sew around. Okay, I sewed around it with a messy stitch twice, and I think this turned out beautiful. So this is perfect here. And of course, I want to add something here on the envelope, and I think I want to make my life easy again, and I want to have it a little bit cohesive with the tag inside. So I take one of these tickets that I made, and I still have some of this here left, and I will just glue this down. So we have this messy cluster. I just love this. You just put leftover threads, and you take leftover threads, you bunch them together, add some lace that you fray or some fabric that you fray, and here's the revealed tag. So prompt reveal is finished, I would say. And I really love how this turned out. Let's move on to fabric. I always have a pile of fabric scraps on my studio desk, and of course a pile of paper scraps. The paper scraps are here, the fabric scraps are here. I have a, let's say, a little box, and I just throw my scraps of fabrics in it, so I always have them on hand. And these ones were laying on the top of the pile, and they go so well together. And I also have this beautiful fish fabric, and isn't this color combination gorgeous? I love it, and of course I will use this, and I will try to make just a little fabric collage on one of the pages. And I think I have a white page, yes, here. Oh, let's take off the dangle. And of course, we don't like a white page, do we? I guess we don't. So I think I'm going to use these fabrics, and maybe I won't glue them down. Maybe I will sew them together in kind of a messy way, of course. Make a little cluster on top. Yes. So I will tear this down so that it fits on the journal page. So this will be the background, like so. Yes. So I will make the cluster here, or the collage. I fray the edges a little bit because that's how I like it. And you see, you immediately get gorgeous threads. I will of course keep them. I have this lace. I love it when you have things, colors, mediums or materials that you find on different places in your journal. And I think in this journal it is this lace here. I didn't plan it, but yeah, it just turned out that I used it several times. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How about this here? This is great for the contrast. Do we like it? I don't know. It needs another focal point, I guess. I have this die cut. This is from a Tim Holtz set. And doesn't this look beautiful? This goes so well with this mustard yellow here. And I think this is going to be somehow how I want my collage to be in the end. Yes. So I will now go around with my sewing machine, I think here on the fish fabric, then again on the yellow fabric, and somehow or somewhere here, I don't know, I will decide when I sit on my sewing machine. Okay, I went around with a messy stitch. I left all the threads here. I didn't cut anything. And I think this is perfect. I will only glue this down then. And of course the bird here. So for gluing down the fabric, I usually use my art glitter glue here. And this really works for these kind of fabrics perfect. For thicker fabrics, it's better to use fabric glue or bookbinder's glue. But usually for these kind of projects, the art glitter glue is perfect. And now I will glue it down on the journal page. So usually I had the plan to not add much more bulk than I already have in this journal. But I think with such a project, you of course have some kind of bulk because of the layers and the fabric. But yeah, it is what it is now. And don't we all just love a chubby, chunky journal? So this is perfect. I really, really love it. Fabric is done. So we are already on the last prompt, letter. And for letter, I mean, I have two associations. Letter, I mean, you can write a letter that you can send to someone and that you can put in an envelope. Or the letters, of course, A, B, C, D, E, and so on. I want to keep it simple, and a letter is way too much, and it is not simple, not easy, and not quick. So I will stick to the second option, the letters ABC. And I have these things here where I also had the tag that I used a few minutes ago. And I have this piece of paper scrap here with letters. So I will use this because I want to use these things up. I still have this white page. I don't like it, of course. But do I have another white page here? No. Ooh, it is really, really filled up with a lot of beautiful stuff here. So I think I'm going with this page. And I only want to do some stamping in the background here. This is going to be a basically black-white neutral page in the end. So I'm just planning, so let's remove this envelope, to just, oh, I love this so much. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't glue this down because this makes me so happy. So I just want to stamp with this homemade stamp in the background. I'm using a black ink. And by the way, for this stamp, I used the foam that is in between the actual stamps that you buy. I mean, these are on, well, let me show you. I mean, when you buy a stamp set, you always have these stamps that you want to have. And you have the foam, of course, in between the stamps. Here it is obviously already removed because I removed it, cut it down into shapes and glued it on cardboard, and basically I made this stamp. For example, I made some other stamps as well, but yeah, this is a great way to use up these things that you would normally throw into your bin. So I will just stamp on here. Oh, this is going to be difficult because how can I manage this? So I will grab a book, I guess. So I have a thin book. I will put this underneath so that I have a plain surface here. Oh yes. Well, I don't want to stamp on the book. This is great. Now let's see how I want to add it here. Actually, I like it like this. Or do I like it like this? Yes, this is great, I guess. Yes, I think I will just staple this piece of paper here onto the page. But of course, I want to add some bunched up thread. This is another element that turned out to repeat in the journal. So I will just staple this down here. And my page is finished. Simple and yet very harmonious, I think. And the prompt is fulfilled. So it's the last check mark here. And I'm really, really sad that this challenge is finished now. So I had a lot of fun creating in this chunky, chubby journal. So she doesn't want to close. You can see it. Please let me know in the comments if you would like to have a full flip through of this journal. I would love to film a flip through if you would like to see one. And of course, I hope you enjoyed my videos. I hope you enjoyed creating along the prompts during January or during the upcoming weeks or months even. I mean, you can do this challenge throughout the whole year whenever you want it. And I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for watching again, or thank you for watching for the first time if you're new on my channel. Have a lovely day or evening, and I hope I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye!